The moment you realize that no one has the power to control your emotions without your permission, anger begins to lose its grip on you. Stoicism teaches that anger is not caused by people, insults, disrespect, or unfair treatment, but by the judgment we attach to these events. And the instant you understand this, your emotional world changes completely, because Epictetus made it clear that people cannot harm your character unless you allow their actions to enter your mind as truth. When someone speaks harshly, ignores you, or behaves unjustly, the Stoic does not ask, "Why are they doing this to me?" but instead asks, "What part of this is under my control?" And the answer is always the same: your interpretation and your response. The Stoic practice begins with awareness, noticing the surge of irritation as it forms, not suppressing it, but observing it like a passing cloud, understanding that emotions are temporary impressions, not commands, and Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily that he would encounter rude, ungrateful, and selfish people, not to grow bitter, but to remain prepared and undisturbed when it happened. As this awareness deepens, you stop taking things personally, realizing that most people act from ignorance, pain, or habit, not from a deliberate desire to harm you, and this shift alone dissolves much of the anger that once felt automatic. Stoicism also teaches voluntary perspective, zooming out from the moment to see life as a whole, recognizing how small most offenses are in the span of years, decades, and eventually death itself. And when you remember that time is limited, anger begins to feel like an expensive waste of energy. Over time, you learn to replace reaction with reason, silence with clarity, and resentment with acceptance, not because you are weak, but because you refuse to hand control of your inner peace to external chaos. Insults lose their sting, disrespect loses its power, and other people's behavior becomes information rather than provocation. Eventually, you reach a point where being bothered feels unnatural, because you no longer expect the world to behave according to your preferences, and this acceptance creates a quiet strength, the kind Marcus Aurelius described as being like a rock that remains unmoved while waves crash around it, where calm is not forced, anger is not suppressed, and peace is not borrowed from circumstances, but built from disciplined thought. Practice daily until no person, situation, or insult has the authority to disturb your mind again.